रेडियो सिटी 91.1. आई एम सो हैप्पी दैट आज हमारे साथ दो लोग जो मुझे ऐसे लगता है विजनरीज रहे हैं कि स्पोर्ट्स और एथलेटिक्स इज गोइंग टू बी अ बिग थिंग इन आवर कंट्री एंड आई एम सो प्राउड दैट स्ट्राइडर्स माइल्स जिनकी शुरुआत उन्होंने 18 साल पहले की, ये सोच भी कैसे आई, विल स्टार्ट विद दैट. बट यू डू नो एथलेटिक्स किड्स कप जिसके ऑफिशियल रेडियो पार्टनर्स हम हैं, और इसमें मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हम आने वाली पीढ़ी को बहुत बड़ी एक अपॉर्चुनिटी बोल दो, एक प्लेटफॉर्म बोल दो, जहाँ पे वो आके खुल के खेल सकते हैं. I find it beautiful that 818 schools have participated और इसकी शुरुआत एक्चुअली स्विट्जरलैंड में हुई थी. यू नो, अक्सर इंडिया में जब हम स्विट्जरलैंड कहते हैं तो हमें सिर्फ यश चोपड़ा की फिल्मों के गाने याद आते हैं और वहाँ पे शूटिंग जो होती है. एंड हियर वी आर टेकिंग द राइट इंस्पिरेशन फ्रॉम देम इन द फील्ड ऑफ फिटनेस, health and athletics. Thank you so much Deepak and Praful for joining me, Archu, and it's an absolute honor to be sitting across somebody who has literally participated across the globe with all your running and marathons. So पहली बात तो कैसे आपने, मैं आपके साथ शुरुआत करती हूँ, आपने तो पढ़ाई की हुई है, you've studied sports, athletic sports coaching from National Institute of Sport in Bangalore. ये आपके घर वालों ने बोल दिया कि आप जाओ, कि स्पोर्ट्स में तो फ्यूचर होता नहीं है, ये ज्यादातर पेरेंट्स कहते हैं इंडिया में.
So you know, I'll start in such a way कि initially in my school days, so I was very much interested in sports from Nasik, and literally I liked the way from the city children used to come and participate.
जी.
And मेरा एक ही मकसद था कि सिटी में जाना और खेल खेलना, जहाँ पे कोचिंग मिलती है और अच्छा खाना मिलता है, because we are from the rural area, naturally coaching and the diet was the biggest issue, and this is how I attracted it to the city, and I made my mind to come to Bombay, and Sports of India was our
but to dedicate yourself to a sport and to say that I'll study this, ये बहुत कम होता था आपके जमाने में.
Yeah, because after the sports I was being absorbed by the Mumbai Port Trust. I was being employed, but my coach dream was there. We have produced so many of people, athlete, but nobody has become the coach, and he has told me that, you know, you are the one who got some quality of a coach, of a helping nature, and why not you become a coach.
अक्सर कोच जो होते हैं थोड़े से स्ट्रिक्ट लगते हैं. आपकी स्माइल से लगता है you're kind of warm and kind and approachable. Is that how you are? Is that your approach?
No, I'm just sitting in front of you. That's why I'm very relaxed.
Thank you. Makes me feel special. But Praful, would you compare yourself to your guru bhai, if I may say so, because आपके दोनों के एक ही कोच रहे, as somebody who takes it very seriously, because you look very structured to me in your body language. Would I read you correctly? कैसे हो आप?
Not really.
नहीं?
Not really.
अच्छा.
So Deepak takes care of the coaching part of the striders part.
जी.
And I am more into corporate tie-ups and events. And that's how I went to Switzerland to see this what they are doing there and how we can replicate that over here.
Right.
That's why I was there with the UBS team.
Right.
And I got my idea that we can do something like this over here. As athletes, when we were doing athletics, this was not there.
Yeah.
This kind of system was not there, and now it has come to a different level.
You know, you've represented one of our favorite hospitals in Mumbai, Holy Family, and Holy Family has a high school as well.
Yeah.
And you represented them in a lot of those inter-college, inter-school 400 and 800 meter races.
Right.
Tell me, back then, what was the kind of infrastructure that was lacking or was there that you were very proud of, since you represented Holy Family is somebody again who does things in a very structured manner.
Right. So basically during our time when we were doing athletics, sadly the infra was not there, but there was a lot of interest among kids to participate.
Right.
Now it's just the other way around. There is infrastructure, but there are no kids who want to participate, and that's what we are trying to build here through this initiative.
Right.
We want more kids to come on the ground and participate and experience athletics. That's why these 3 events that we are doing: the throw, jump, and the sprint.
Yeah.
These are the 3.
Yeah, running. Correct.
Yeah, running. Yeah. So this is what we want to see. If kids are getting interested, parents are getting interested, and want to pursue this as a career, as a some kind of add-on to their already structured studies. And here, studies is given so much of importance that it has to be something out of it. So this is where we are.
Just asking, curious, Strider's miles over the years, 18 साल बहुत लंबा होता है. What has the journey been when it started? What was the thought? Has it evolved? And what kind of responses are you getting? Has that escalated as well?
So इसमें जब when we started this, people literally when we used to go for a coaching, they used to say that you will make people too injured. Because that culture was not there of a running or fitness and being a
आज
coach.
भी लेकिन बहुत लोग कहेंगे
आपको knee pain हो जाता है, घुटने problem, because this is what we have been taught कि आप भागोगे तो आपका घुटना खराब हो जाएगा, because we are not an athlete from the childhood. There is no such technique नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है. तो
is it true कि अगर आप सही से नहीं भागोगे तो आपके पैर में इशू हो सकता है?
Absolutely. If your technique, if your shoes and everything, lot many things are there. Where if it is not proper, then there is a you can get an injury. At the same time, when you get that feeling of running, when you feel very happy, people try to run too much and too many kilometers. They just come out of the house, and this is what lat hoti hai na aadmi ki. एक बार जब लत लग गई तो people always there on the ground, and then they feel they do over and then they get injured.
Deepak, why are marathoners so addicted to running? क्या है इसमें?
So इसमें होता क्या है कि एक बार आप जो भी हमारे पास आता है वो पहले बोलते हैं I will come only for the fitness, I hate the running. बट एक बार हमने जो सिस्टमैटिक ट्रेनिंग से एक 5-6 महीने में उसको इतना कर डालते हैं कि ही विल स्टार्ट फीलिंग दैट एक उसमें एक ड्रग्स भर देते हैं.
हाँ, मैं वही बोल रहा था. You're into the field of addiction towards running. What was the vision for Strider's Miles? Praful, was there a mission and a vision, and have you managed to achieve it, you would think?
Yeah, so that happened only later. Actually. Once it started, then we thought of, normally when a company starts, it starts with a vision and mission, right?
सही बात है.
For us, it was not like that. We just started, and then people came in and put thought in our mind that you have to have a vision statement, you have to have a mission statement. That's when we started, maybe 5-6 years down the line, when people started knowing about Striders. And see, many of these corporate at a good level, they come and join us. So they have their way of thinking, their way of doing things, and that's what we they tried to implement in our system also. Many people came forward, and
so it was almost like you were on a journey with the corporates.
Actually
you were probably taking some learnings from them, they were taking it from you, obviously.
More for us, it was a gain for us rather than, of course, as you rightly said, once people start running and they they are not able to do 100 meters, 200 meters also, and then suddenly they are doing a 10 kilometer. Then they want to do a 21 kilometer. Then they want to do a 42 kilometer. That thing we try to take them gradually, but there are some people who just jump and they want to achieve more. Because that's what they do in their career also.
Work life, I was just
going to say.
Yeah.
The numbers are very important. I want to achieve these numbers.
And sometimes competition can be hazardous.
Competition within, basically not with anybody else, but just beating their own records is what they want to do.
If I had to start off with the fact that we are such a digitally addicted generation, I would think all generations. My parents are as addicted as I am, and our kids, right? Do you feel that's a very, very big setback to kids not going outside and playing sport?
That is the biggest issue, and I see this happening multiple times. In the sense, it will keep taking the kids away from the outdoor space.
Right.
Like I have seen kids coming down in the complex also, but sitting on their mobile and playing football on the gadget, or maybe they get into a team and they do
That's
something.
A bad joke.
That's like, it's very bad. They have all the facilities outside, but nobody wants to go there and do. It's better that.
और आजकल की buildings में तो वो सारी चीजें
सारी हैं
जो शायद आप और मैं और सोच भी नहीं सकते थे.
बिल्कुल नहीं.
अगर शुरुआत है स्विट्जरलैंड की उस इनिशिएटिव से, जब आप गए थे, आप कितने खुश हुए और आपको क्या लगा कि मैं तो वेट कर रहा हूँ मैं कब इंडिया से मिलूं? कैसा था?
मैंने यही देखा कि जब when we were running, the stadium should have only the parents or the near and dear ones sitting and watching you, right? There, the stadium was full. It was a ticketed event. People were buying tickets and sitting in their space. So ऐसा हुआ कि I was sitting a little behind and I wanted to see Neeraj Chopra throw.
Ji.
So I just went down, I saw empty space, I sat there. Within a minute, somebody came and said, "That's my seat." So it was that full during that time. So that kind of environment we have to get to India, where the stadiums are full. And there are people watching this sport. Right now, sadly, cricket is the only place where you see a houseful gathering, right? And I think athletics aayega India mein, and it will come in a big way. With Neeraj Chopra, of course, heading it.
If I had to ask you what inspired both of you to bring it to India? क्योंकि वहाँ का कुछ तो आपने देखा होगा जिसकी वजह से आपको लगा इसको तो इंडिया लाएंगे. ये तो है कल्चर बिल्ड करने का, लेकिन आपके लिए
सी द थिंग्स यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि जो पहला था वहाँ पे बहुत कुछ फैसिलिटीज थी, रोड रेसेस थे, एथलेटिक्स मीट्स हुआ करता था. राइट नाउ what I feel, the both things are missing in India, even in the cities also, and it is there only in the rural places. Now to bring athletic kids clubs in India is the first is that we are moving the kids, that is the number one, and the second thing is people, children will get a competitive phase where they will come and they will enjoy and they will win the medal, and this is how the interest will come in them and they will start doing some sort of activity,
तो अगर मैं कहूँ गोल के तरीके से, the goal is that we get not just people moving but get them to win medals, ताकि ये सर्कल रुके ना.
Absolutely.
Wow. जब आपने ये स्पोर्टिंग इवेंट वहाँ देखा, what was the one thing that you felt beyond the participation of the audience amongst the kids? What was that change? If I had to ask from athletes here and there.
So what they had done, they had a Diamond League, which is a senior event, and what they did was they didn't dismantle the entire setup the next day, and the next day was for the kids, the national kids, and they got the same kind of environment and same kind of feeling what they had seen when they saw the seniors participate at the Diamond League. The serious athletes, the world record holders were also there. In that Olympic medalists were there. So the excitement and the enthusiasm among the kids was amazing. And that's the same thing that we need to replicate here in India. Those facilities, those kind of floodlights running in the evening, and making it a glamorous event, and kids like waving out. They can see themselves on the screen, like how other athletes, the bigger athletes, were able to see themselves, like waving out when their names are called. That kind of feeling is what we should get here, and the kids should feel that they're doing something very important and contributing to something.
I am sure, Deepak, जब आप इसके बारे में बात करते होगे आपके family, friends and even peers के circle में, there is a certain amount of I would say pride, sense of pride that you're creating history in India, if I may ask. Athletics Kids Cup is a huge movement.
Absolutely.
So when you are sharing your passion for doing this, what is it as a strider and as somebody who is trained so many people? What is your sense of pride to be part of Athletics Kids Cup?
We first of all, naturally, we are taking care of the kids. And naturally, we are making them to compete each other and with a very joyful manner. And this is what
creating a culture of joy.
Culture of joy and competitiveness. And this is what when we see that if India is hoping for 2036 Olympic, this is the right time that the kids should start going towards that fitness so that they can take any sports in the future and they can win the medal in this 10 years gap, and that is what we are feeling very proud that we are a part of this.
And what are the kind of responses you're getting from your family and friends and peers?
Family, friends, family first of all, they are saying now you are busy for some time before, now you are totally occupied and you don't
you're fathering the athletes of tomorrow, you have to be occupied. Oh my god.
And but other thing is all the coaches and the parents, they are very much happy and they were just looking out for these sort of things which they and the way the children and the parents and the teachers are getting respect out of it. And naturally the parents, they were looking, because all the parents are 40, 45, 50 years and what they did, which is now happening, so they are very happy with their kids that they are able to do some.
So lovely. God bless you all. Praful, if I have to ask, इन्होंने parents की बात छेड़ी तो school हो गए, parents हो गए, communities हो गए, how can they contribute towards Athletics Kids Cup beyond just the participation?
They need to see. Basically, this is like when you do something with kids,
Ji.
it's viral. Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
kid talks to somebody,
Yeah.
this peer,
Word of
friends,
mouth.
and word of mouth. Parents connect,
Yeah.
and then they tell about this event, and
Right.
they spread that word.
Yeah.
So we need to reach a point where right now we are reaching out to the schools.
Yeah.
There has to be a point when the school reaches out to us saying that
We
we
want
want to participate in this
Ji.
event. And I think we'll be there next year
Yeah.
when people will understand,
See what happens.
see what's happening here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. You know, Neeraj Chopra is probably one of the rare beings, if I may say so, and I'm sure you'll agree. He is 2000% into his sport. It's almost like there is nothing outside of what I do, and this is it. Does that make him the role model for Athletics Kids Cup, or is it the fact that even he, like y'all, is very committed to making other people good athletes?
No, he is definitely a super sensation and for us it is he's bigger than anybody else in the
Yeah.
sporting thing, because he's the only person who's won a gold medal in athletics
Right.
at the Olympics.
Right.
And that makes him larger than what
Yeah.
he is right now. Sadly, because of maybe cricket or maybe other sport, he is not given that many that much importance.
Right.
But if Olympics comes to India and we need to host Olympics in India, he will be the right person to
Be the face of it.
face of it. Yeah.
Wow.
And also the kids who are looking at him and they recognize him now.
Yeah.
This is the person who is our role
I guess it
model.
also helps because, like you said, he's created history. He's a very good-looking bloke and seems to be very well-meaning.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful combination when you see someone who's a sincere sports person. How has his presence added to this entire endeavor? And do you see that it can really transcend into the kids who are going to be future athletes?
Yeah, first of all, see, Neeraj is a very grounded person.
Yeah.
He talks very real, original thing because
Yeah.
he is from the rural sector.
Yeah.
And the way he talks to encourage the athletes is
Yeah.
it's a very touchy
Yeah.
language he used.
So well said. वो
Yeah.
मिट्टी की खुशबू है उनकी बातों में.
Absolutely.
So I guess every social strata he will be having a bond
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
Wow, beautiful. So well said. And I think it's such an important part of what India is. So many of us are in the rural space. So you have a face like that, and you've got your message home for sure. You've got participation coming from across India. So well done. I'm so happy that Radio City is part of this. I haven't been able to pursue sport. I was one of, girls grow taller than boys faster. And in school I was always approached for throw ball and basketball. But I was just not attuned to it. So for me, I think a physical activity has been either dancing or doing something physically, animatedly so as to act and stuff. But if I had to ask you, बहुत बच्चे हैं who don't discover the sport in them purely because they by default feel, नहीं, I can't do this. What is your message for them? जो, झिझकते हैं.
Yeah, see, the first message for the kids those who are like this. So come and participate first of all.
Yeah.
The winning is not an important to participate. The other thing is, I will also mention here, we have one father, Ernest Fernandez, who has, wherever he goes, he has produced the number of athletes right from the scratch.
Achha.
But we want such type of fathers or such type of principals, role model, who will take the kids outdoor and they can do. Now the things are completely different. People, even the school teachers, and a little bit of they set back themselves. Oh, it is too far away. Let us not do outdoor. Let us do some indoor.
अच्छा, resistance आ जाता है because it's a lot of effort.
Yeah. So my message to all the teachers, principals, and the kids: you have to just come out and show yourself. That will bring your talent outside.
I think it's a great point for me to ask both of you individually. What is one very big example लेते हुए change that you've seen in somebody who's resistant and then became a runner under your guidance?
You're talking about the people who are
understriders, yeah.
Understriders.
Purely because I'm trying to understand where there is this lacuna of interest in sport and then you've taken them onto the other side.
Yeah, so we are talking about these people who are in their age category of 35, 45,
because
and they have done well in their career.
Yeah.
And they would have thought of doing some sport in their childhood.
Yeah.
But because of the study pressure, because of the academic pressure that they had, they had the chance to do it. Now, after that many years, they are discovering that they could have done this.
Yeah.
They are looking better, and sometimes they perform better than us also.
Oh my God, no!
So that's the kind of people we have.
Wow.
Who are
You're a great teachers, I must say, Praful.
So they have taken it to a very different level.
Ji.
And doing good timings, and continuing it. Being there.
How have you all both individually, I'll ask you, how have you kept yourself inspired? Is it the fact that the dopamine and the happy hormones are so addictive that you didn't stop? Or there is something beyond that keeps you motivated every day?
Yeah, so we work all 7 days a week. Huh?
Wow.
And when I say 7 days a week, it is like getting up at 4:30 in the morning and reaching your venue at 5:45.
What time do you all sleep?
Whatever time we sleep, we have to get up at this time.
Wow.
It automatically happens after all these years, and reaching there, and it's the love and the thing that they show us.
Yeah.
They respect us.
Yeah.
They kind of listen to us.
Yeah.
A person could be a CEO of a big company, but after all, he has to listen to us on the ground for that 1 hour that he is going to be with us.
Yeah.
So that's what keeps inspiring us, and that's what keeps us going.
Yeah.
And of course the group camaraderie that is there.
Yeah.
That brings us back to the same place again and again.
It's such a beautiful way to build communities, and I'm so proud that I have two individuals who committed themselves to make India more healthier, sporty, outdoorsy, and not lazy people that we, I think, world over are tending to be because of being on our phones. As a message, being athletes yourself, if you could pick one incident from your international experiences, both of you, जहाँ से आपको कुछ सीखने को मिला या आपने कुछ देखा, and today you carry it with you as a sports person.
Yeah, the first international marathon where we participated, me and Mr. Chandrasekhar and Tata's chairman. The first time we seen that that joy is there.
Yeah.
So with the sports, that element has to happen.
Correct. It's a celebration.
Celebration.
Yeah.
Then if you just go for a keep on doing that regular training, no, there should be some celebration. There should be some joy in the training also, where we will and
that's such a good point, because when you see a lot of international players, you actually see them having a good time.
Yeah.
They may not just be playing the only sport that they're playing right now on television or and then you realize, they have such a well-grounded personality because they approach it with so much joy.
Yeah.
That's such a beautiful point. Aapka learning kya raha hai internationally?
Internationally, we have seen the crowd actually, the kind of volume. You can say 45,000 people participate in New York, in that city, where on a normal day you will not see anybody outside.
Exactly.
And it starts from one end
like
of
a
the
carnival,
city.
yeah,
it's like a carnival. And then when you're running, there the entire city participates.
Yeah.
They all come down with their kids, with their pets.
For they're baking stuff and giving it away to.
Oh yeah. That happens very often. And,
to all the athletes watching this interview on Radio City, what is Deepak, your message, and of course on behalf of Athletics Kids का आपका क्या message है?
मेरा यही मैसेज रहेगा सभी किड्स के लिए कि you have to make yourself little 45 to 1 hour for yourself and come out and do your any of the sports, no doubt whatever sports is, but keep your fitness is very important, and after you go for that fitness, naturally it is you will fall into the love of any of the sports, and sport doesn't destroy anybody's life, but it will always be very happy and you will always be very fun in your entire life,
enriched for life.
Yeah.
आपका क्या message?
My message would be for the parents, parents who have some facility around. Take the kids out, and maybe you might have to travel a distance to take them there. take out some time, maybe thrice a week or 4 times a week in the evenings or early mornings, and make them experience the outdoor environment, so that they are a little away from their gadgets, and give them that experience, because they have not experienced it. That's why they are sitting at home and looking at the screen and passing their time.
Super, very well said. And because we are doing this initiative, Athletics Kids Cup, जैसे आपने कहा आने वाले time में you would like the people to be the mouthpiece for it, spread the word. On behalf of Athletics Kids Cup, what is your message?
Yeah, so it's a movement right now,
Yeah.
right? It's going to grow. This is the first season that we have done, and we have seen so many schools. Now the entire thing is on the other schools who have not participated yet. They have to come on board and take the initiative. The PT teachers, the people who are into outdoor facility, outdoor training, should come forward and take this initiative ahead.
And it's really easy. athleticskidscup.com, that's the website. Just log in and you can register yourself. Deepak, कोई last words हैं on behalf of Athletics Kids Cup? बहुत बड़ी चीज़ है कि मुंबई और आसपास के लोगों में 818 स्कूल्स आए हैं. क्या मिस किया हमने? You haven't gotten to be a part of the semis. What was the feel like, and what would you like to say on behalf of Athletics Kids Cup?
Yeah, ये जो 800 plus schools आए हैं, we have targeted some of the numbers and we have achieved it. In 2025 we want to move the kids 300,000 people at least. That was the aim, and that will be succeeded.
Yeah. पहली season में success मिलना is a very, very sweet start. And I, on behalf of all the listeners, to Striders Miles, and to every endeavor that you dedicate yourself to making India a more happier, fitter and sporty place. Thank you. I think the biggest plus is you look very young. So I think वो देख के तो अब ये कर ही लो, है ना?
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Praful. Thank you
Thank you.
Deepak.